Good morning, guys. We are getting ready to change the exhaust on the truck here. So welcome back to another video. Sam is not here yet, but he's going to be helping me install the new one later on. So be working on this today and tomorrow, as the New Jersey load got canceled for today. So we're working on this today into tomorrow morning, and then we got lumber to haul and stuff. So yep, let's get this old exhaust taken off, and then we got the new 7-inch Dynaflex kit to put back on. So we're going to take everything off. I'll probably be fast forwarding most of the video so it doesn't get too long, but when there's details and installation instructions to share with you guys, I'll share that with you. But a lot of the video is probably going to be sped up, so we're going to be able to hear this the old Cummins through some straight 7-inch pipes. So excited for that. Let's get her done. Before we go any farther, would like to thank Horse and Buggy Accessories for the Dynaflex kit. They are always great to work with. So their main location is out in Missouri, California. I think it's California, Missouri. And they also have a warehouse up here in Bethel, Pennsylvania. Great to work with. A lot of times they have what I need. They've got all kinds of stuff in stock there if you go to the warehouse. So if you're interested in any of that, why need an address, just let me know. Meantime, I'll put a link on here in the description for horseandbuggyAccessories.com. But before we got all the exhaust parts, I bought these new watermelon lights for the bumper, which are, you know, we're supposed to be waterproof, and that started leaking pretty quickly, even with that new setup. And the bulbs, 3157 bulbs, would just fall out. Here the design was not quite right. You know, this was just kind of something they were experimenting with, and where they thought they had it right, but the people that were making the lights for them were not quite making them correctly. So they did replace them for me. So I appreciated that. They did replace them for me, gave me new ones. We'll see if those stay waterproof, but great guys to work with. So shop Horse and Buggy for all your chrome and accessories. First of all, I'm going to loosen the bottom here where the elbow is, and then because here you got the shield from factory, the muffler in behind here. So this is a 60-inch shield, and the muffler, and then the tip. So I'm going to let the tip on, shield, muffler, and the elbow. And that's how I'm going to take it off. So I'm going to loosen it on the bottom, use the small scissors lift there, and go along and loosen the top, and then I'm going to be able to just pull it right off. And I'm going to let these as a piece and try to sell them like that. So if anybody's interested in the exhaust here, just let me know. But need a 9/16 inch wrench here. So I'll use an impact and a wrench, loosen the bottom up, we'll go from there. So what I did first was I loosened the 2 clamps that hold the flex pipe to the elbow, the 45-degree elbow that is on the factory exhaust, and then I was able to pull that right off. First of all, I'm just warning everybody, if you're doing exhaust yourself, you got to be prepared for anything. Exhaust gets rusty over the years, especially the clamps, and the flex pipes seem to be the worst of it. But I did get lucky on this truck. I mean, it really wasn't bad taking this old exhaust off. The worst of it was getting the Y pipe off the bottom, which I was able to roll in underneath there and kind of kick it off, which worked well. Here I'm just taking the top clamp off, and I was able to get the stack off by myself. It was a little heavy, but we got it done. So now I'm taking the cab mounts off, which everything went really well. These bolts tend to strip out pretty easily or start turning, but they came out real nice. So whoever put them on must have put anti-seize on there. All right, we got everything off underneath, right? Everything's done.
It's actually loose.
Yeah, I took it off. Everything's off. So got these brackets off. The Y pipe is right there. So I'm going to pull that out the other side. So we got the down pipe on and that little span right there. That's all that's there. So we're going to start it up, right?
Like this. Here, we give her.
Well, I know I need to clean that up. On the other side, I did.
Oh, you did the red already.
Well, I did some of it. It cleans up nice with that secret sauce.
Hopefully the white doesn't clean.
See, I wiped it off to see if it's going to clean it. See the difference there? So it'll clean up nice. All right. So as you've seen, everything is off. I'm working on cleaning up the paint now, and then I sanded down this. Got some, paint flaking off there. So I ran out and got some paint. We're gonna patch that up, clean everything up real nice, and I'm also gonna do some work on the undercarriage on the frame of the truck. Clean that up, blow it real good, and with an air hose, scrape off what needs to be scraped. Take care of that rust. What you do is scrape it down, brush it if you feel better doing that. Put some of this rusty metal primer on there, and then just spray it with black paint. Does a great job, and it lasts a while. So instead of letting your frame get rusty, you get in under there every year and do a little patchwork. So I'll get that done. Clean everything up. Install the new brackets. I got my little flex pipe there over at Truck Pro. Clamps for that. So I think we have everything we need. All the hardware, everything. And I might start installing it myself, and then hopefully Sam will be here to help me finish it up. So let's get her done. All right, guys, I got the brackets painted, touched up with paint, and the front of the tank's polished. So we're ready to start putting on some brackets and installing that Y pipe, and then we get the stacks on. So here I'm installing the 90-degree picket elbows, and I got the Y pipe in underneath already. I ended up doing most of the insulation myself. Sam was busy in the afternoon. So here I'm putting the rubber bushings on. You want to make sure you have the rubber bushings where the clamp mounts on the top and the bottom where it mounts to your cab. So I got the rubber bushings in, and now I'm just installing the clamp over the top, sliding that down in place. And then after a bit here, we're going to be ready to put the tip on, level everything up, and get some of the bolts and the hardware fastened and in place. All right, we are getting somewhere now. So far I've done most of it by myself, but I think my helper will get here soon, help me put those top stacks on. So this is how you want to do it. I always just pull back the layer back to the ID point, like the indent where the overlap's going to be. Just pull it back to there, and that way you're not scratching anything up. So at this point I need to get in under here, level everything up under there, and then I gotta tighten these up to level them up. And then I can tighten some of these bottom bolts and clamps, and then we gotta put the top ones on yet, and we're gonna be in business. So stay tuned, it's gonna sound nice. So now we go over to the other side, same thing there. Install the bushings and the clamp, the bolts and everything. Just keep everything loose, don't tighten anything, that way you can adjust when everything's on. And if you buy a kit like this, a full exhaust kit from Dynaflex, everything is in the kit. The bushings, the hardware, your clamps, your picket elbows, your Y pipe, everything should be included in the kit, so you don't have to run out and get a bunch of different parts. If you buy the kit, everything is included. All right, I was chatting with Sam a little bit, trying to figure out what we're going to do here. These rods are not really it's not really turning out right there. They're too long. I can't get enough of adjustment out of them, so we might just do the rubber bushings down to the stack from the frame instead of the cab like Dynaflex tells you to do. But right now I'm working on getting everything level, so I'm going to level these pipes up and tighten these bottom clamps, and then we'll go from there. Then we'll put the tips on and go from there. So after we're done with everything, I was going to do a little more filming, but it's kind of hard sometimes with installing these to get everything. But after we have everything installed, I'll make sure I go around and show you guys how everything's done, and you know, just go over everything, how it's mounted and all, and that way if you guys have questions on how to do it, hopefully that'll answer most of them. Now it's time to install the 54-inch tips. Again, just unpackage them, pull the wrapper back just enough so that you can slide it over the center piece and get it in place before you take the wrapper off. Yeah, look.
Cores if we have them sit on top.
Look who showed up.
Just in time for the fun part.
It's actually not bad doing it by yourself. The worst part was that Y pipe. That thing is heavy. I pretty much laid it on my stomach, and I was on the creeper, and I laid it on my stomach and rolled down under there.
Oh, it is okay.
It's just like a time on the... Yeah, man, they package these things right.
Yeah, the other side's not on yet. Yep, I don't think I'd want to be any higher. 13.2 is about like that.
After that, we went to the other side, installed that tip, and got all the wrappers off and everything ready to level up and tighten up. You ready to level it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna rotate the plant.
All right.
I get it. Hang on.
I'm just trying to get mine ready here.
Well, yeah, but I need to get mine first. I'm too close to the sleeper down here.
See, we might have to go.
What are we, about 1.5 inches? The sleeper on that side.
Like we're trying to make a video here. Guys, let's go take it for a spin, see how she sounds. Sounds good, don't it? Yeah, it sounds a lot better. It sounds so much better. I still don't know what I like best. I like the look of these, but kind of wish I would have went curved or flat on the top just for different, but you know, looks better and sounds a lot better. Sounds like a Cummins. Folks, well, that is it for this one. I am gonna take you guys around and show you how everything is put together, just so you know. And if you have questions on any of the brackets or the assembling of these Dynaflex stacks, just email me, let me know, and I'll try to answer them, because it's kind of hard sometimes to do a detailed video and give all the instructions. But check out horseandbuggy.accessories.com for all your accessory needs. They're probably the most reasonable price-wise when it comes to accessories. They're more reasonable than Rainey's or Four States or any of those from what we've found. So check them out, get your accessories there. So now that it's all together, we have the 90-degree picot elbow, which has the clamp there, which is supposed to get the tie rod mount there, but it didn't work out, so we're trying to figure out if there's a shorter one that we can buy. Otherwise we have to put the rubber hanger there from Peterbilt or from PACCAR. You got the clamp here, clamp to the cab, the rubber bushing and the washers. Same thing at the top. You got the center spool and the tip. Let me know what you think of the tips. I mean, it pretty much, the truck doesn't look much different, because you know, it's got the same tips, miter cut tips, same height and everything, so really didn't change the look a whole lot. But one thing I like is this big shield isn't here anymore, so you know, the paint scheme kind of continues here instead of being blocked off by that shield. But as far as underneath, it's got the big 7-inch wide pipe, which goes to a 5-inch flex pipe, and then to the down pipe from the turbo there. So it's looking all good. I repainted up in there, which is a great idea when you're down in there. You have the exhaust out of the way. It's a good idea to scrape that up if you have any rust. Hit it with some rusty metal primer. That's good stuff right there. You put a layer of that on and 2 coats of black paint and you're good to go. So got some tire shine on, ready to haul some lumber tomorrow and get loaded with some of those oversized panels for next week. So that'll be the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy the new pipes. See you next time.